Did you see the drip character? I did see the drip marketing Genshin character. Should we take a quick little look-see? A little peek-see, if you will. First ever playable robot in Genshin. First ever. Not really. That's why I was wink, wink, nudge, nudging. What about Scaramouche? That's why I was wink, wink, nudge, nudging. Ineffa. Boom, boom. Thunderwave. Multifunctional robot for domestic application. What does that even mean? Guys, Ineffa is common. Now, before I get into y'all's thoughts on this and the community's overall thoughts, because, oh my god, it is divisive. Very divisive. I'm going to give you all my thoughts. Now, listen. I saw this character and my first thought was, oh my god, does she have robotic knees? And then I was like, wait a minute. Oh, she's just a robot. In terms of character design, I actually think this is almost like a perfect balance of colors. I think the colors look really good together based on how like saturated they are and the tone of the colors. I really like it. Minsleeve said it perfectly. It's kind of like the perfect balance between like medieval and modern kind of thing, right? I really like this character. Now, for me personally, I honestly think I would have even liked this character a little bit more if they just went all in on the robot aesthetic, including the face, because having like an almost entirely human appearing face and then the rest of the design pretty much being robotic does throw me off slightly, but not entirely. I mean, it is what it is. It still looks cool. It's a cool design. Now, for me, I don't care how strong this character ends up being, dude. I don't care that it's technically the first Nod Krai character. I'm not going to be pulling. The reason I'm not going to be pulling is because I have pretty damn high expectations for playable characters during Nod Krai. I really hope we get Varka. I hope we get Durin. I don't know who else we could get, but even the Lightkeeper faction and stuff, all the different factions look so cool, and I think I'm going to like them a lot more than this character. Let's get on to what this has caused in the community, because oh my god, if there's one thing that goes well together, it is the Genshin community and being divided by character drip marketing. Throughout Teyvat's history, humankind has made many attempts to mimic the complex workings of life using mechanisms and gears. Giants forged of steel carved out the lands of Kamriar. We know that based on the huge freaking machinery that was always Sumeru, the big robot motherfuckers. While the Lord Artificer ushered in a new age with clockwork contraptions. Bro, the name the Lord Artificer sounds so cool. Gods walked into the primordial sea, and sinners cast themselves into the abyss, while the ancient king of dragons engraved mind and soul into phlogiston. Now, this is where a big part of the Genshin player base are currently very, very torn with this character, by the way. In a sense, I'll explain it more in a minute. Compared to the supreme wisdom and power, this workshop is not but a patchwork paradise, cobbled together by a lonely child. Compared to that magnificent destiny and design, Ineffa was created as a vessel for no such lofty expectations. At least on the eve of her reactivation, her purpose is simple: to serve as a companion. Basically, she a basic ass fucking robot, dude, and all she's gonna do is serve as a companion. It's not that deep. It is what it is. She's not made for any grand designs. I kind of like that. Now, listen, the community is very, very divided. We have Ziox here. Very unique design. I like you. We also have Aoi here saying, do not fist android girls. True, to be fair. It's dangerous, dude. Some sinks have like garbage disposal units. You don't know where they're gonna put stuff like that in robots. Worse than Emily. I don't know why people are comparing this character to Emily of all characters. I really don't get it. 4-star character. I don't know if this character is going to be 4 or 5-star. I would assume 5-star, to be fair, even though the design I could see passing as either, but it screams 5-star to me. Someone said Noelle is being replaced by AI. That's kind of funny, you gotta admit. That's pretty funny. Stop releasing ugly-ass characters for the last 5-star every version. Yelan and Kazuhara excluded. Bro, I don't think she's ugly. Am I crazy? What faction do you think she's with? The Krumkake Workshop. I think that's pretty alluded to by the lore up here, right? Check quote retweets. Oh, dear lord. Hold on. What is this? Cool, dude. Cool art. There's a lot of people being really mad that some people like this, but didn't like Mawika's motorcycle, for an example, right? And it's like, listen, the thing that I've said for the longest time, if you like the motorcycle and stuff and the technology in Natlan, that is absolutely fine. I am actually a big fan of the technology itself. I think it's a good representation of the dragon technology. I think it's a good way to show that they were far more advanced than the rest of Teyvat. The thing that I personally didn't like was just the aesthetics of it. I wanted it to look more like dragon tech, you know? Or like, for example, with Mawika, dude, the Archon, I really wanted her to ride an actual dragon or like a phoenix, like it was alluded to in the first teaser we got where she sent a phoenix out or something, rather than something that looks like a literal modern day motorcycle with wheels and stuff. That was my thing. It wasn't like, oh my god, it's too advanced. Oh my god, the tech is out of control, dude. We got Teslas. I just didn't like the design aesthetic of it, which I think is very, very fair. I think that's very, very fair. Now, with Ineffa, this this is kind of just like a solid mixture between like Fontaine mechs and just something new that we haven't really seen, I guess. Do you know what it kind of reminds me of? It kind of makes me feel like if Fontaine and Mondstadt got together to create an adventurer for the Adventurers Guild. This is what I would imagine. I kind of dig it. That's why I say it's like a perfect mixture. Like a higher tech Catherine, kind of, yeah, but an actual adventurer, not a receptionist. To be fair, didn't the devs themselves also address this? Like, I'm pretty sure they understand why people are thrown off by the more modern aesthetics based on what we've seen in previous nations. Maybe they did, I don't remember fully. But personally, I think the design is fine. Like I say, dude, there is so much to look forward to. There's so much to look forward to in Nod Krai, though. I am going to be skipping, chat. I am going to be skipping. I am full free to play now. I'm not going to have Welkin, no battle pass, no top-ups, no nothing for the, I was going to say foreseeable future, but that's the wrong choice of words. For the entire duration of Genshin Impact, at least Genshin Impact 1, right? I don't know what's going to happen when the fucking next game comes out. I don't know how it's going to work. But I'm not topping up. I got to be careful where I spend my primos, dude. Also, the weapon here, dude, I'm going to assume it's a polearm, but at the same time, it could be like a big-ass hammer. Can you imagine this motherfucker wielding a big-ass hammer? Boom, 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 boom. She is a robot. Do you still top up on some games? I'm open to top it up on other games, yeah. I just don't need to on Genshin anymore. That's my entire point. I don't need to top up on Genshin anymore. My account is in a state where I do not ever need to spend any more money on it, to be honest. Like, I have the characters that I need. They're strong enough to clear all content in the game within seconds. It's fine. Duck did say, don't care what anyone else says. She has one of the coolest designs in Genshin Impact. Now, I gotta say, as much as I dig the design, I don't think it's one of the coolest designs in Genshin. Oh, we get a little teaser video now. I forgot about these. Oh my god. Wait, it's a freaking whirligig saw. Oh my god. If you don't know what that is, it's a weapon from Bloodborne. You should search it up. One of the most fun weapons in the game. Oh, I hope this has cool animations. Like the charge attack, dude. I hope it's you just hold it out and start like... just like in Bloodborne. Cool, dude. If it's a really fun character, then I'll probably pull, but I doubt it's going to be fun enough to make me actually want to pull. She does look very cool, though. Very, very cool. Like I say, I don't think one of the coolest designs in all of Genshin, but I do think a very cool design nonetheless. No, I just think there's cooler designs out there for sure.